Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. It's Wednesday. It is hump day. I'm ready for the weekend already, man. Weekend was just around the corner there, but man, I could use another one. I could use a couple of them. I could use a couple of those weekends right about now. I'll tell you that. I'm ready. I am quite prepared. And the best news is I don't have any more painting to do after Friday. Friday is my last card. No more painting for me. I can just relax and read a book. Zoe, what is going on? Miss Girl, hello. Crystal, what is up? Everybody's here already. Queen Famous, hey, how are you doing? Renee, what is going on? Katorti, Anna, and Eden. Hello. How's everybody? What is going on? So we got another card done. We will be done with the painting Friday night. Friday is the last painting day. And then we have, I don't know what we're going to do. I guess I'll start making videos again. I've been a bit relaxed on getting the videos out. Blue, hello. What's up? Randy, hello. Yeah, Randy, it has been a while. Annie Law, what's going on? Jen Null, hey, how are you doing? It is happy hump day indeed. Man, I'm ready for the weekend. Wolf, what is up, buddy? What is going on? I need to get, Wolf, did you order a book? Wolf, did you order a book or no? Let me know. I started writing the book, started writing more on the book today. And that's a lot of stuff I need to get out. So I need to type as fast as I possibly can and get that book written. CM, frustrated and disappointed. You got on the wrong bus to get to the meetup. Oh no, CM, sorry to hear that. Karen, what is going on? And Paula, welcome. What is up? What is up? Everybody's here. Cool. So let's see, the map app was showing me the bus was going to the stop, but it didn't go there. Well, that's not good. That's not good at all. I did get a, I got one more card done. I'm down to 2. So this is obviously the Queen of Swords, or Queen of Wands. Long day. Queen of Wands. We got that nice textured action. We got the action on here. We need to fix her hand. I missed the hand, but you know, overall, I like the textured action on the cloth. So it looks all right. From a distance, it looks all right. So there we go. 2 more and then we're done. Austin, what is going on? Philippe, how are you doing? So yeah, okay. How's my friendship with Sergio turning out so far? Well, okay. Let's see. Career advice from my sister. We'll go with the sister career. There we go. Sister and career. There we go. All right. DYB, thank you for your donation. Appreciate that. Let me know what your question is. I appreciate you. All right. Let's see. Philippe. Let's see. Philippe. Let me format this in Word. Okay. There we go. Career advice for the sister. See how that goes. See how that goes. Hopefully it goes well. Randy, thank you for your donation. Appreciate that. Randy said we moved. Homestead was wondering how it's going to work out for us. Okay, Randy, we'll check that out. Thank you so much for your donation. All right. Let's see. We'll use the Dark Mansion for this one and see how the career advice is going. Miss Girl, will I lose some weight? Man, losing weight is rough. Losing weight is so hard. Like you have to change everything. Like food and what you do. And like your whole life has to change just to lose weight. It's a pain in the butt. It is a pain in the butt. Losing weight is no fun at all. All right. Okay, DYB, thank you again for your donation. We got the question on the clipboard here. There we go. All right. Let's find out about the career advice. 10 of Cups and the King of Cups. Now that is interesting. And Death. I do think they have a career change on the horizon, right? We do have death at the end. We're talking about a career change, sort of long-term. Gracia, well, congratulations getting the Dark Mansion. How many months did that take? So, yeah, we do have a sort of a career move or a career change sort of in place or coming up there. The King of Swords, though, says it's almost like that somebody leaves. So you have some exit, you have some things happening. There's some drama up there, and I think one of the managers leaves or somebody of importance leaves. Mina's Bookshelf, hey, how's it going? Thank you for your donation. But yeah, one of the managers relocates or leaves or something happens, and it's sort of a time for a career change. Not that you're forced out, but I think that you have other opportunities that are sort of waiting after this event happens. The Ten of Cups and the King of Cups says it's almost masked behind this big collection of good news. So the company keeps telling you good news, more good news, more good news. And in reality, there's some bad news, a bit of bad news on the horizon for that. But yeah, we do have some modifications for the career as far as advice concerned. Just sort of act like you believe the good news. And meanwhile, keep your eyes out for the bad news, because there is things being masked in the background. Jade, welcome back. And Dallas, welcome back as well. Caroline, how are you doing? So yeah, so we're masking good news, but in reality, there's something bad in the background, and it does cause a bit of a shakeup. So, you know, sort of just act. It's all about acting sometimes. You have to act like, oh, that is such great news. And in the meantime, you're like looking around. You're like, all right, something bad about to happen. Let me take a look around. Okay, between the week of this and that, will I be receiving the first set of checks? Okay. All right. Between this week and that week, will I be receiving some checks? What is a good check deck? Oh, I'm thinking the golden. The golden would be perfect for this. I think the golden is where it's at. I mean, I just love the golden. I love the golden tarot. I trimmed it and made it so much better. I made it so much better. I'm just saying. All right. Okay, Raina, what is going on? I don't think I said hi to you yet. I was right in the middle of a read. There we go. All right, let's see about this check. I got his deck in. There we go. Okay, let's see about this stuff with the checks coming up on this particular week. Between those 2 weeks, we'll be receiving the first set of checks. The Four of Wands. The Four of Wands, the King of Cups of Chariots and Temperance. Basically, it doesn't seem like it will. I don't see, it sort of points to a no, right? The Chariot reversed. Usually when we have your readings and we're asking about something arriving or something moving or something happened with that, right? The Chariot reverse points to sort of a delay with the movement. Maybe it's going to be a little bit delayed. And you sort of see this reinforced with Temperance being reversed. The balance is not there. It's like something happened or something is moving in a different direction. There are some other things happening with all of that, but the Temperance reversed sort of reinforces the Chariot, the lack of movement. So I think you're pointing to a delay. And I think the King of Cups is sort of you sort of just waiting for this. So we are definitely sort of waiting for this to arrive. We're expecting something, but something does not arrive. The Chariot reverse is sort of a bit of a disappointment. Four of Wands says that we have some expectations for this, and we have some things that we need to do when this arrives. But yeah, I mean, I just don't see it. Do believe that you will have a little delay, maybe another week in getting that all set up. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate you as always. All right, Randy, we've moved and finally started a homestead. I was wondering how it's going to work out. All right, let's see, Randy. Randy says we've moved. So let's check that out. Let's check that out and see how the homestead is going to go. It's always fun to have a new place. You got that new place excitement where everything is brand new. It smells like a new car. let's not ruin it by using the Thoth. I mean, let's use something a little bit better. I think the Light Seer is going to be a little bit better than the Thoth for this. The Thoth just tends to be pretty brutal. The Thoth tends to go straight for the jugular, you know. And sometimes you gotta not do that sometimes. You gotta not do that sometimes. But I mean, it is all right. It is all right overall. All right. Oh man, I need to post all my original paintings for sale. I already sold a couple of them, but I want to post the rest of them and see about getting those for sale while I have the downtime and I'm not doing art 24/7. Actually have some free time for once. What is up with that? How exciting is that? Okay, we moved and started a homestead. How is it going to work out long term? How is it going to, we'll do one more. How is it going to work? Well, the Seven of Cups says that you do have some sort of preliminary, what is going on with this cloth? You have sort of this preliminary action as we get the homestead set up, as we get things moving. And we're trying to get a bit of different things going. So the Seven of Cups says you have a lot of options, a lot of things are going to come about where you have to make some decisions as far as, you know, how the homestead is going to be, where are you going to be doing stuff, what is your routine going to be now that you have a new place. We need to figure out how we're going to, you know, where do we go eat? Where do we go shopping? What are the availabilities? Where is the local hospital? You know, stuff like that. Your standard things like that. Ajax Shimsey, hello, what's going on? So Seven of Cups says there are some choices to be made, some decisions as to coming in. Nine of Cups overall says that you have a good time. There's not much drama. Think you like your neighbors. We do have a lot of good stuff going on with that Nine of Cups. Now, the Three of Wands almost says that you still need some other things. It's like it's not quite prepared. It's not quite finished. We still have some to-dos. We still have some things that we need to get started on and get moving on. And the Three of Wands sort of points that out, right? That could be from getting the garden going or getting some repairs or things like minor repairs, things like that. But we do have some to-dos. The Three of Wands says we're looking out amongst the house, starting to see things that are wrong. DYB, thank you for your donation. Appreciate you. Let me know what your question is. So yeah, we still have other things to do. And I think you'll figure that out, right? Now the toilet has some issues, or there's some noise in the attic, or you need to patch something on the roof, or, you know, the usual things that you have with the Three of Wands. The Lover says overall you're not really comfortable at first. It's like that we have this one or two issues that are causing us to be uncomfortable. It doesn't quite feel at home currently, but once you settle in, once you get those things repaired, once you get the things sort of figured out and fixed and whatnot, the Lover said will reverse and you'll be more comfortable in the place as well. The Emperor says that there are a couple of unexpected bills that you're going to run into in probably like the first 6 months. So you got a couple of extra bills waiting, and this is going to be for something unexpected. It's like didn't really know this was a thing, or all of a sudden there are bits of drama, maybe an HOA drama or something else that needs to get fixed up. But basically there's something unpaid or something that needs to get paid in order to move that forward. But the Emperor says overall you're able to get command of that and all that stuff. You got a couple of unexpected things. You got a couple of fixes. We got a couple of organizational things we need to do. But overall, I think that you are going to be happy and content in the homestead. I think that's going to be very exciting. Congratulations, by the way. That is always so fun. Shan, thank you for your donation. And Karen, thank you for your donation as well. All right, let's go to Mina. Why did a long-lost friend reach out? Mina, maybe they want to hook up. Maybe they want to hook up, Mina. You don't know. Maybe they read one of your book reviews. And they're like, you know, I just love that Mina. I got that book review. All right. Oh, let's see about that. But maybe they like The Stand or like the who said they loved The Stand in chat right when I was leaving the other day. If you like The Stand, there is another book written by McGammon. There's a book on the end of the world written by McGammon, Robert McGammon, and it is exceptional. That was up until 3 a.m. read that garbage. It is exceptional. Anyway, all right. It's funny, I always get the Emperor with almost every reading. Well, the Emperor does take command. The Emperor doesn't mess around. The Emperor just lays it all out on the line. Emperor says, here I am. This is what you get. This is what you get. So here we go. All right. Let's see. Why did they reach out? The Nine of Swords. They've been thinking about you. They have been thinking about you. Something came up. It's almost like somebody mentioned you, or a mutual friend mentioned you, or they had saw something on social media with you, or etc. And the Nine of Swords says they did just suddenly and spontaneously sort of start thinking about you. The Nine of Pentacles says they want to sort of get back to where you were. They want a video game restore. The video game save restore. They sort of want that. The Nine of Pentacles is pride in what we've had and what we've had in the past, and the pieces of the past were fun and cool, and we want to sort of get back there. I sort of miss that. Me and Mina were hanging out and reading books or whatever, and the Nine of Pentacles. We miss those opportunities. We miss those things there. The Seven of Wands reversed. They sort of feel awkward. Bridget, there is a $sign over here, or there's a link to Square in the description. So the Seven of Wands says they realize it's awkward. They know it's awkward. Nobody reaches out to an old friend from 100 years ago and doesn't realize the awkwardness that's embedded in there. So the Seven of Wands, right? The defensive, the Lord of Valor, they're defending their space and all that. The reverse says they realize that this is going to be a bit weird, and they're not really sure how to approach it. But they know it's weird. They know it's awkward, but they want the old times back. The Queen of Swords, I think they're expecting you not even to reply. I think they're like, wonder if she wrote me off. I wonder if she just wrote me completely off. So they're kind of concerned. So yeah, you have the awkwardness, and they don't really expect much. So take that as you will, and be sure to pick up that Robert McGammon book about the end of the world. It's similar to The Stand, but better. The ending is really weird, but it's cool. It's not like The Stand ending where the nuke explodes and the whole book. That's. Man, I really dislike Stephen King sometimes. You look at the Shining book ending. You look at the Shining book ending where the whole hotel blew up. That seems to be the default Stephen King ending, is everything blows up. Like the end of Carrie. Everything blows up. The end of The Shining, everything blows up. The end of The Stand, everything blows up. And the end of Under the Dome, everything blows up. That's the only ending he has. Even the new book about the children in the with the psychic powers, the ending of that, everything blows up. Is it the only thing? Bridget, thank you for your donation. Bridget, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. There we go. Okay. Okay. DYB, between the week, we'll be seeing the first. Okay. Okay, we moved weeks. Okay, we moved into the different week, and we need to get that started. There we go. All right, Karen, let me get your question into the clipboard here. And whoa, I did not. Yeah, Stephen King. If you're reading a Stephen King book, spoiler alert, everything blows up in the end. Okay. Let's see. Let's find out about the grant checks and the new date and see if that's going to be all right. See if that's going to be all right. Yeah, Stephen King, man. I mean, I'm just saying. You think Stephen King would have some variety? Some variety would be great. Would be fantastic. Because I'm reading the new book, The Institute, and I'm like, please don't end it by everything blowing up. Please don't end it by everything blowing up. And then I get to the end, and guess what? Okay. All right, everybody wants the Robert McGammon book link. Okay, hang on. Hang on, 2 seconds, we'll get it. See, Robert McGammon Swan Song. There it is. Okay. Well, this is the audio book, but you get the basic idea. You get the basic idea. There we go. All right, there's the book. Swan Song, Robert McGammon. You don't start reading it if you have to go to work the next day because you will be up all night. Okay, let's see here. What do we got going on? About the, well, we've seen the first set of checks the following week. Let's check it out there. The Queen of Cups says, the Queen of Cups. Interesting. The Seven of Wands being reversed again. The Five of Swords and the Seven of Swords. I do think yes. I do think yes. I think during this week we do have the checks coming in. The Seven of Swords, it's almost like that we have that movement. We're not really expecting it. I think you were expecting it before, or you were expecting it after, or something happened with the Seven of Swords. We have that movement that is unexpected, and I think that ends up working out for the best. The Five of Swords is either the checks aren't as much as you had expect, or there's something interesting involved with the check, so be sure to sort of check it out, no pun intended, and find out what is interesting about it. But the Queen of Cups is sort of the big clue here, right? The Queen of Cups being that water of water, that great emotional stability, the great emotional elation that we have as things coming up, and all of that. All of that comes out well. So I do think that you do get those checks. How many pages Stephen King you're reading? Mina, if Stephen King Under the Dome was so insanely fantastic, I thoroughly enjoyed that until everything blew up at the end. Under the Dome, man, even the TV show was good. Even the TV show was good. That never happens. All right, Shan, will it be part of the gig I was supposed to start Friday? Well, Shan, welcome to the channel. By the way, Shan, if you're not subscribed and you like tarot, and I assume you like tarot because you're here, I mean, come on. Go ahead and subscribe. We have so many videos, 750 videos. I have more videos on this channel than any other tarot channel on the internet, I'm pretty sure. I've been around 11 years. I have a video on how to make the tarot tower as well. And the video is not sideways, it's not lopsided. Like, there we go. That's, well, no, that's a little more. There we go. That's a little better. That is a little better. We have the tarot tower here. It fits 50 decks of cards. How exciting is that? How exciting is that? Oh, the police helped me get restitution from a cell phone repair shop that stopped my data and stripped my device and refused to return devices. Oh my. Karen, that is terrible. All right. How to build a tarot. See, Raina's on target. Raina's got it going on. All right, Modern Priscilla Tarot, what is going on, Denise? How are you doing? Need a tarot now, too. I mean, Tarot Tower is just one of those things that everybody needs. I mean, if you're looking for early Christmas gifts, if you're looking for holiday, birthday gifts, the Tarot Tower really sort of rounds it out and makes everything nice. All right, Raina, number 2. Raina, please ask your question. Post it in chat. By the way, in case you are new and haven't been here before, there is no list. I do donations first, obviously. Donations first, and then I pick at random. So post your question in chat. We will see. We got one more paid, and then we'll do some randoms. Do some randoms tonight. All right. Yeah, that wand. I mean, you're sort of looking at this, right? You're sort of looking at this with the nice. Well, I don't have the autofocus, but looking at this with that success, with the success being upside down, and the King of Wands as well. Someone is making a decision and trying to see if you would be the right fit. You would be the right fit within that. And I think that they end up doing that. There's some back and forth here though, right? I don't think that you're just the first choice for that. You did get in there. I think you did make an impression, but they do have a couple of other people maybe that are competing, or they have a couple of other things that are going on. And so the decision is back and forth at this point. Now, spoiler alert, like in all Stephen King's books, the ending, is basically everything blowing up. Spoiler alert for this. The Six of Cups says that you do end up getting to be part of the gig, but it is sort of iffy for a little bit, right? The Three of Coins as well. It's almost like that you may be a one-time sit-in, or they may still be deciding, or there's some other things going on. Again, it's not an easy choice. It's not like I'm going to say, absolutely, you're going to get into this gig. They loved you. I mean, the sun is shining down, and it's roses and puppies, and everybody wants you to be a part of the band, or, whatever. It's just not like that. Again, there's back and forth, there's drama, there's things going on in the background you're not aware of, but you do end up getting to be a part of it. Now, the Three of Coins is an interesting one. It talks about the creationism of work, or the creation of work, or some new work. And this is reversed. So it sort of gives a little bit of a lean towards you could be a part of it, but it may be very short term. You could be a part of it and get bored. You could be a part of it and then you make some mistakes or something, and then they're like, maybe we need somebody else. But it is a short-term thing. So if you're looking for a long-term, this may not be it. But again, these are just tarot cards and entertainment purposes only. Never make a band decision based upon a fat man on YouTube reading your tarot cards. Just don't do it. Okay. All right. Karen has a stolen phone. A stolen phone. So Karen, so they took your phone and they just like mutilated it, or they did a Frankenstein on this thing, or what happened? Karen, I have no idea. I have no idea. They stole your data out of your phone, and then they used it to identity theft you. That's just terrible. All right, let's see about that. Yeah, that's pretty rough. That's not exactly the best business practice. I gotta say, we will go with the This Might Hurt Tarot though. This Might Hurt Tarot, I think, is going to be your key here. Are we gonna get some justice? I'm looking for the justice card. I'm looking for the justice card. So what did you have on that phone that they could identity? You had your name and address and everything else on the phone, and so they just took it, and your social security number and everything else on your phone, and they just stole it? Man, that's harsh. I've never even heard of that before. All right, Bridget loves tarot. Bridget, if you love tarot, I mean, this is the place to be. This is the place to be. We got more tarot content than anybody else. I mean, by far. All right, let's find out about this. Oh, Judgment is reversed. That hurts. That hurts a lot. Judgment is reversed. I don't think you're going to get that justice. It is reversed. This is not what I wanted to see. Karen. It is not Karen. It's Karen. Karen. Let me fix it. Wait a minute. Please wait while I fix my typos. Okay. Yeah. I don't think you're going to get it. I don't think you're going to get it. Judgment reversed says they think that they get away with it. Hermit, you're being left out, literally left out in the cold. Left out in the cold. Flower says, I bet I'm fatter. Well, it's not a competition. Already got a lawyer. Okay. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult to get this. I mean, judgment reversed doesn't necessarily conclude that you're never going to get anything out of it, but it does say that it's going to be pretty difficult to get that. The Hermit, you literally being left out in the cold in the end. The Queen of Swords, you're looking at some people that are very good at ripping people off. They are very good at that, and it's going to be difficult to sort of corner them. It seems like they have all of the bases covered, so to say. You know, I'm using phrases from like my grandfather. I don't know why. They got the bases covered. But Queen of Swords reverse, as they are good at getting this. They are good at what they do with that. And you're not the first person. So if you can focus on a history of any other complaints or anything like that, that would be great. But yeah. Six of Swords being reversed as well. That journey from bad to good is not there. I mean, a lot of indications that it's going to be a rough time, basically. It is going to be a rough time. Karen, I wanted to give you good news too. Karen, I wanted an upright justice card. I wanted a 10 of Pentacles. Karen, I wanted to give you just amazing news on this. Literally amazing news. Speaking of amazing, Bridget made an amazing donation. We need to get to Bridget's question. And I need to scroll around until I find Bridget's question because I believe I missed it. Okay, Bridget says, I love Stephen King when he's sober. Indeed. As a book, they're always good, Bridget says. So we're still looking for Bridget's question. The tower is incredible. Thank you, Bridget. Bridget, let me know if you have a question or if you're just making a donation. Either way, I appreciate that. And while we wait, we'll move on to DYB. Okay, which month is going to have the most amount? Okay. Let's see. Which month will have the most amount? All right, it's going to be July, August, or September. We can have a month throwdown, a live month throwdown on the channel, and check it out. A live month throwdown. Let's do this. Let's do this with the mini thought. Oh, no. Let's do this. Let's do this with the Llewellyn Tarot. The Llewellyn Tarot. I think this is going to be where it's at. Stephen King was drunk while writing. I have no idea. Here's my Stephen King theory. Here is my theory. Entertainment purposes only. Here's my Stephen King theory. I think he writes 1,400 pages. And at the very end, he's so burned out of the book. He's just like, okay, I need to finish this. I'm burned out on the book. It's like me with my tarot cards. I'm burned out, man. I made 76 cards. I got 2 more to go, and I am thoroughly burned out. And so I think is what he does is then he says, how should I end this book? I know. I'll blow everything up. I'll just have a big explosion like at Under the Dome. And I have a big explosion like The Stand or The Institute, you know. I'm just going to have a big explosion. And now I'm done with this book because I'm really tired of writing at this moment. Okay. There we go. DYB loves testing my brain with, well, I don't have much of a brain, but I mean, there is that. Which month will be the most amount of cash? Ooh, July, August, or September? I'm going with September. September seems to be the trick right here. We see that with the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is very exciting when it comes to this, you know? Page of Cups is a bit of an introvert, but it's very sort of introducing us to something bigger. It's giving us messages, good stuff with the messages and whatnot. And you sort of see this cycle come around of what comes around goes around. And, you know, like I say in my book, the difference between the moon and the Wheel of Fortune is how the cycles are treated, or how the cycles run their course, right? So, I mean, there you go. There you go. As far as that's concerned, I do think that September wins. I think September is going to be your big key point. Big key point. There we go. All right. He spent a while drinking too much and taking too many pills. An example, the Tommyknocker. Yeah, the Tommyknockers was dumb. That's the one with the guy with a plate in his head, right? I remember that one was terrible. The Shining is proof writings light up in the fireplace. I like the theory. The Shining was so great. The book was so much better than the movie. The book was really, really freaking creepy. The Shining really, I mean, it was, okay, in the movie, Jack was psycho in the first scene, the very first scene. In the book, Lavender Seas, thank you for your donation. Let me know what your question is. In the Shining movie, he was nuts from the first minute. In the book, it's a perfectly normal person. It's a perfectly normal person. It's got a couple of vices, but Stephen King builds up his personality, and he's pushed farther and farther and farther into insanity. It's really interesting to read. It's like, I mean, it's like he's being programmed. All right. Will things be good at my new job? Elizabeth, let's check that out and see how things are going to be. Okay. New job. Yeah, the Shining book is vastly different from the movie, but at the end, everything blows up. I mean, that's the end of every Stephen King thing. All right. We could use for a new job. Could use the Bonefire Tarot. It's going to be exciting and interesting. Mostly right when I'm half asleep. I mean, the Cell is really good. End's kind of dumb, but, well, you know, End's kind of dumb is kind of the Stephen King thing. Yeah, here's Johnny Indeed. The movie was good. I'm not saying the Shining movie wasn't bad. I'm just saying that the book, you can see why he goes psycho. You can understand. It's like one little thing after the next little thing after the next little annoying thing, and it just brings about his vices, and then his vices take over, and then the things become worse, and then, like, he can't write, and all sorts of drama ensues. But yeah. Okay. Ek Ra, hello, welcome. What is going on? Angel, thank you so much for your donation as well. Angel, let me know what your Angel, let me know what your question is. I appreciate you. All right. Let's see. Got a new job, and we need to be good at it. We need to have some fun with it. This is the Bonefire Tarot, by the way. The Sun says that this is really sort of a job where you're going to shine. You're literally going to shine, right? The Sun definitely illuminates the rest of the spread and gives you an opportunity. And it's all about opportunities. The Page of Coins. You're new at the job. You're the new person. People are going to look at you, and they're going to determine how good you are of an employee based upon what they see. So your first week, your first couple of weeks is going to be the opportunity that you need to shine. I think you have the opportunity to do that. Elizabeth, I think you have the skills that are going to be required to be good at this job and are going to be good at what you do. The Three of Coins says you make that impact, you make it, and once you arrive, I think that everyone is excited to see you. They understand that you're a fantastic worker, and I think that people really respect you after a very short period of time. We have nothing but good cards here. Now, we come to that one bad card. You know, always have to have that one bad card, but here we go. The Five of Wands. I think there are people there that are fairly competitive. And when you arrive, they see you as competition. Are those people easy to ignore or outperform? Certainly, certainly. But just be aware that there are some people that will not be too excited to see you. And it's not because you're a bad person or because they dislike you. They're just very competitive. They want that attention. They want that slot in the higher positions. And this job is going to give you multiple opportunities as indicated by the sun. But again, just realize that everybody is not on your side. Some people are just very competitive, and don't take it personally when people are competitive. You know, some of that is kind of fun, right? When people are really competitive and you're competitive, you get a sort of, you know, get that sort of that fun competition type thing. Hopefully it's like that, but there you go. I think that's going to be great for you overall. Okay, Lavender Seas, love. Lavender Seas wants to know about love. Is there anybody coming? Let's find out. LS wants to talk about love. Let us talk about love. And Angel, let me know what your question is. What's the outcome of my relationship with Anthony Green? If you're not Angel in chat, let me know who you are, please. Receipt number says my name differs. Okay, so Katori, you're Angel. All right, Katori, you're all good. Katori, we got you covered. We have you covered. We got you covered. All right. So no need. I'm very attentive and my memory is very good. So just mention it in chat and I will pick it up and we will run with it. In the meantime, we have the Grimalkin Tarot. I did not put the Grimalkin Tarot on my short list. Okay, well, something I need to do. Katori, you're all good. I appreciate it. Life has been one giant tower. Some days I feel like that. Some days on like the 15-hour work days, you feel like life is literally the tower. Oh man, you know, it's going to be one of those. Let's see. All right. Let's see how this goes with the Grimalkin Tarot. I need to add that on my shortcut list. By the way, in case you're wondering how to do the shortcut list, I have a stream deck. So I have all of the decks set up right here. So all I have to do is just press a button and you can see the different tarot cards. So that's how this works. It's a stream deck. You just press a button and you make the tarot cards appear. And that way nobody has a question about what deck we're using. Okay, so what is coming for us in love? The Three of Cups says it is all about friends and meeting someone special through friends. So there you go. The Three of Cups says it's about celebration, but it's also about friends. If we are looking for love in all the wrong places, looking for love in too many spaces, then friends is going to be the good news. Or friends is going to be sort of where we rely upon meeting people for this particular thing, right? The Wheel of Fortune also says that they can not only set you up, but I think they have your back on this. So that's going to be one important factor, is to sort of lean on friends and see if they have anybody that they know, somebody that is going to be good for you, somebody that is sort of pre-screened. That's sort of the benefit as well of getting, you know, sort of fixed with friends and whatnot, is that the people are pre-screened. So you don't have to go through a lot of interview process. People already know them, they trust them, they like them. You don't have to do all of that and find out that it's some killer or something. So yeah, the Wheel of Fortune says sort of the day-to-day activities that you do, the day-to-day things that you interact with, the people that you talk with, sort of, you know, just ask around and things like that. And I think that they'd be able to help you out. The Ace of Pentacles says, though, that through this method, you're not really getting a super reliable person or somebody that is going to be like long term. In other words, getting married, getting a big relationship going. It's going to be sort of a short term relationship. I think that's sort of where you're at with relationships. You're in this short term phase to where that's going to be kind of where you're leaning at this point. The Nine of Wands, though, does say there are some difficulties getting love in general. I mean, you do have a couple of speed bumps along the way, and we could have some difficulties getting something that's going to be permanent, getting something that's going to be long term. But yeah, I mean, you know, the friends are going to be able to help you out. I think that's where you're going to get set up with a couple of short term relationships. But overall, I think it'll be all right. I think that would be all right. All right. Jocelyn, welcome. What is going on? Thank you for your donation. All right. With Anthony. All right. What is the outcome of my relationship with Anthony Green? Let's check that out. Hopefully Anthony is not watching the stream. Hopefully Anthony is not watching the stream. But, you know, if Anthony's watching the stream, Anthony would want to see the money trick. I'm just saying. So if Anthony, if you're out there watching the stream right now, see the money trick. There we go. All right. So you got $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, and we want to go out. We want to buy some tarot decks. We just don't have sufficient money to get the tarot decks that we need. But all we have to do, it is magic, by the way. All we have to do is go snap like that, and it changes to $100. $100. I mean, I'm just saying. Got 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, and now we have enough money. Now we have enough money to go buy a couple of tarot decks. You know, it's divination with cash. It could be divination with cash. You don't know. You don't know. All right. Let's find out what's the outcome of a relationship. Is the relationship going to be all right? The Thoth is kind of brutal for this. I mean, you're new. I don't want to scare you, so we'll use the golden wheel instead. We'll use the golden wheel instead. I don't want to get like a brand new person on the stream. I don't want to get a brand new person on the stream and do the Thoth deck, and the Thoth gives them like the worst news possible. You know, you scare them away. You scare them away. They like the money trick, and then you read with the Thoth, and they'll never come back. They'll never come back. So instead, we're using the golden wheel. This is indeed true magic. This is true magic with the golden wheel. Let's see. Could we do? Yeah, we could do that. I think we might be able to do a trick with the golden wheel. Let me see. Well, let me make it go away. We might be able to do a trick with the golden wheel. We got the Knight of Wands. Okay, so the Knight of Wands is a pretty good card. We have to admit, the Knight of Wands is not a bad card. People give it a lot of grief, but it's actually not bad. And I messed that up. Okay, well, you know, we're not. It's rough. It's rough. But hopefully Anthony Green is not rough. Hopefully he isn't watching right now. Anthony Green, if you're watching, I'm telling you that the Knight of Cups makes the relationship comfortable. It makes them comfortable. It makes it nice. The Knight of Cups is Mr. Romance. And, you know, I mean, I'm just saying, that makes the relationship go well. So if you're looking for romance, if you're looking for romance, if you're looking for something with that good connection, with that good emotional connection where everything is working well and everything feels well as we go, right? The Seven of Cups as well talks about the different relationship options that we have with this. We could go short term, long term. We could go all different directions because I think the relationship is good enough. Raina, thank you for your donation. Appreciate you. I think the relationship is good enough to where it can survive that, where it can grow and expand and have somebody, some good things to go with that. Now, there are going to be some speed bumps along the way. I think it's financially based. I think there's some issues with money. I think money becomes a factor of arguments, and I think that that's going to ultimately be a sort of a thing that comes between you. The Five of Wheels, where we just don't have enough money. We don't have enough resources. We're talking about sort of the second house in astrology as well, right? We're talking about possessions, resources, money, things like this. Overall, it just becomes a fighting point and a competition point, and it just doesn't work out well. And then the relationship does sort of bog down from there, and it becomes some work. It becomes some tedious chores and things like that. So the relationship does slow down. It does bog down. And it is based upon sort of the second house, resources, money, possessions, things like that. So it could be that they don't want to share possessions. Could be a lot of different things with that. So I mean, there you go. All right, so what all right, so we'll do the card trick with regular cards. Regular cards. See, I can do regular cards. That is kind of hard. That's kind of difficult to do with that. Okay, we'll do regular cards. Somebody wanted stuff with regular cards. We can do that. Not going to be a problem. So here's the regular trick. We got a 5. So we get a 5, and we need the 5 to come back. We need the 5 to be stable. We want the 5 to always be on top. But when we snap, the 5 is not on top. It is the 2. Okay, so there you go. The 5 becomes the 2. Not sure what kind of trick that is, but there you go. That is the lame trick. That is that's somebody who used to do magic, but now with COVID, you can't do magic anymore. What will my next job be like? Hot Jocelyn wants to know. What will the next job be like? Let's find that out. This person afraid not have enough offer, love anxiety, slippers on. Okay. It goes deeper with other cards. Okay. So let's find out about that. What are we going to use? What are we going to use? I mean, we could do, yeah, we could do this. No, do I want that? No, we'll do the Mons Tarot. We'll do the Mons Tarot. I think the Mons Tarot is going to be our, it's going to be something we want to do here. That's such a fun deck and such a cute deck. If a connection with Josh is going to go somewhere. Okay. All right. I mean, every time I use the Thoth and it's on a brand new person, I'll get Ruin. Ruin will be the first thing. It'll be the first card out of the box. Ruin. I'm just like, Thoth, why do you do this to me? Why do you put Ruin as the first card? Then we're gonna have the Devil, and then we're gonna have, it's, I don't know. I want to. The next job. Oh, you wanted the Thoth. Oh, sorry. She wanted the Thoth. What, whoa. What, you're going to get Ruin. I mean, Jocelyn, you're going to get Ruin. I'm just saying now. We put the wrong deck up there. Now we got the Thoth. Okay, we got the Thoth. You're guaranteed you're going to get Ruin. Nomad, thank you for your donation. Appreciate that. All right, we'll save the Mons Tarot for later. Jocelyn wanted the Thoth. I know she's gonna get Ruin and the Devil. Oh no, you got a decent card. I mean, you got a decent card. I think it'd be all right. Okay, the next job. See, Ruin you. Oh my. Okay. I mean, the next job is gonna be. Well, we do have. Okay, we do have worry, but that's okay. Well, I said I wasn't going to do any reverse, and what I do, I reverse one. But I mean, okay, all right. So, yeah, we have a bit of. It's very thoughtful of you, indeed. We have a bit of fun at the next job. I think the next job is going to be more fun than anything else, right? I think it's going to be sort of a short-term job as we sort of get into that. That we do have worry as the card within here. So I think it's going to be a fun job, a temporary job, something almost short-term, where it's more of a making friends and hanging out, and you make a lot of interesting friends and acquaintances, but I think overall it's going to be okay with that. I mean, we do have, I knew it was coming. The 5 of Swords followed by the worry. I knew it was coming. So, I mean, Nomad Trees, you flipped the card. Indeed I did, because I don't read Thoth reversed. But, I mean, there is that factor. We have the Lord of Defeat, We do have the Lord of Defeat followed by Worry. I mean, it does seem like it's going to be short-term, not long-term job. If you're looking for this huge career and whatnot, you may be challenged to get within that. Bright Star, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right. But yeah, more of a fun, casual, not taking it too serious. It is involved with quite a bit of work, but I think it's one of those to where everybody pitches in, everybody has a good time. So, you know, more of a fun job, short-term fun job. And yeah, there's so many of those. Bright Star, I will read for you. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Let me know what your question is. In the meantime, we're doing a random pick. Throw your question into chat. Throw them into chat. Everybody, throw a question into chat. Raina has donated for one of you, and we'll see about that. We'll see about that. Okay, Nomad, we're going to you while we wait for people to post some questions over there. All right, Nomad wants to know next partner. Whoa. What is the next partner like? What is my next love like? Are they going to be something? Are they going to be just an amazing person? Are they going to be good or bad, or what's going on with that? What are Jared's true intentions? All right, Bright Star, we will check that out. 5 times in a row. Will I lose some weight? All right, we got weight loss concerns. We got directions. We got Bright Star. What else? My Tower Energy bringing for July. There we go. Got quite a bit of questions out there. We'll get to one of those random in just a second. In the meantime, we'll find out what kind of traits the new partner has. Is this going to be something fun and cool and all of that? Diane is having a rough week. Sorry to hear it, Diane. Diane, if you're having a rough week, just read a Stephen King book. Everything blows up at the end. That's a rough week. That is a rough week. The Institute was pretty good. The Institute was a pretty good book, I gotta say. Except for the end. All right. Let's see. Nomad Trees. What's the next partner going to be like? The Luminary, the Fool, the Three of Pentacles. I think you end up with an air sign. I think that you end up with an air sign. The person is really big on sort of adventurous things, getting out and doing things, going camping, going hiking, getting out of the house, and just basically doing anything possible. They are definitely good with communication. They are rather tall, like a bit taller than you would normally date kind of thing. You end up with a taller person. The Luminary sees things that they like to think a lot and say a lot about different things, but they never really do much. It's almost like an INTP feel, to where they have all these theories, they have all these interesting things, and you're just begging them like, okay, why don't you do some of that? I mean, that would be kind of cool. I like your idea about this. I like your idea about that. The Hanged Monster sort of points to that Hanged Man feel, where they have all sorts of unique ideas and cool ideas, and they definitely have a lot of things going on that are interesting. One of the more interesting sort of relationships that you have as well. And again, the Fool points to being out and about and going out and being on that adventure. The Fool versus the Chariot. I have a chapter of this in my book talking about the adventurous spirit of the Fool, where they don't really sit around for a long period of time. They like to get out and do things as well. The Three of Pentacles, they're okay at work. I mean, they're okay at work. As far as work is concerned, they make money. They make money. They just don't, you know, they just don't like working. They just don't like working. They'd rather be doing something else, which is sort of true of us all, but it's definitely true of this particular air sign. But, you know, overall, I think it is interesting. It is an interesting relationship, something you sort of hang out with and have a good time for, you know, something fun kind of thing. Something fun kind of thing. All right, now Raina donated for somebody. What are we doing? Aleister Crowley was one shock value during his time. Indeed. Tower Energy, Jared's true intentions. You paid for Jared's true intentions, and we'll get to that right after this one. Let's see. Will I lose some weight? Miss Girl, let's try that. Will I lose some weight? That's a good question. Check that out. Losing weight is rough. You got to change everything. You got to change your whole life. Got to exercise. You got to eat totally different. That's a pain, man. Why can't I do like what I normally do and just lose weight, you know? And there was this dude that came to, he was a trainer, and he came to our work, and he said that basically all he did to lose weight was just stand. He stood and he walked a lot. And then he limited his food to where he didn't have like a bunch of excess. But he just said he stood. You know, he'd stand and watch TV. He'd pace around the house and all this. But he lost 100 pounds. So, and that's what he claimed. I mean, you know, could be exaggerated a bit. But yeah, he just said he stood more. I mean, you do burn more calories, but I mean, at some point you'd have to restrict your diet and other stuff. I don't think that by itself is not going to be a solution. Okay, what are we looking at for losing some weight? The Knight of Pentacles says you have what you need. I think you've already seen the method that you're going to use to lose some weight. I think that you've already seen it. You already know about it. I think that you've run into that method before, whatever it was, right? Whether it be keto, whether it be vegetarian, whether it be whatever. You've seen it before and you are aware of what it is. Ace of Wands says you're going to have to get on it. Obviously, it is, whatever it is, you've seen it, but you haven't been that interested. A lot of times, you just have to sort of pull it in a little bit. Pull it in a little bit at a time. So that's sort of what I did. I ate normally, but then I eliminated one snack. And then I ate normally, and the next week I would walk around the block once. And the next week I would walk around the block twice. And then obviously I had the snack that was gone. But I did it slowly. And after, I think, like 2 months, I was fully on my diet. But it wasn't like I just cold turkeyed it. But I think that's sort of where you're headed. Ace of Wands says you definitely get started. Find the diet that resonates with you, or find the eating program, the exercise program that resonates with you. Obviously, you don't want to go, you know, way overboard. You don't want to go way overboard where you're just suddenly changing your lifestyle 100%. And now you miss your old lifestyle. You want to do it gradually as we go. Six of Cups, it's all about getting reinforcement as well. So get a workout buddy or get an eating buddy or, you know, something where you have somebody that's sort of watching you. And that goes with social medias, or not social media, but these websites where you can log your weight and you can log your eating and you can log what you eat and how much you weigh. And now people will start watching you, and now you're sort of responsible for everything now, because now you're posting every day, and now you sort of feel guilty if you have something, because now you got to log it, and you're like, oh, you know, if I had that piece of cake or something, I don't have to put it on my log, and then it's going to show that I didn't lose anything, and then, you know. So there's that embarrassment or that social thing. And you can also get a workout buddy or a walking buddy, right? Find one of your buddies and say, hey, let's go walk and let's do a couple of blocks, you know, or a half mile or something every day, twice a week or something, you know. Anyway, that helps out. The Empress says overall, you're in command of it. You are in command of it. So it's a matter of making that choice and doing what is cool and doing that. So add in the social pressure by posting what you eat and where you work out, you know. Add in some friends. So, hey, let's go walk. Let's go chill out and walk, you know, a couple times a week. Let's get together and go walk around someplace. So I think that's really going to be a key component. I think that you can do it. Of course you can do it. I think that you are going to be spectacular and you're going to lose whatever amount of weight that you want to lose. Because you have command. Get that Emperor in there. Emperor says you have the command of that. All right. So Bridget Starr wants to know, what is Jared's true intentions? Bright Star. And then we'll be done for tonight. Of course, we're here every single night. Every single night for the rest of your life, I will be here reading tarot. So if you didn't get your question answered, come back, and I'll be here. I'll be here. You know, you'll be 90 years old, and I'll still be here reading tarot. But I wonder what happened to that guy. Is he still reading tarot? Like, he still is. There he is. He's right there. Yeah, patrolled, worked out. I can't work out, man. I can't work out. I can't do it. I can't like just go pump weights. I did that all through my when I was like 15 until I was like 35. I pumped weights. I can't do it anymore. I'm done. I can't. Burned out. I will walk and I will do like aerobics, but as far as just like getting on the bench and pumping weights, nah. All right, love a 90-year-old reading the tarot. That would be kind of awkward at 90, I gotta say. Bridget, thank you for your subscription. I appreciate you. I got a fly in here. Go away, fly. Okay, what are Jared's true intentions? The Two of Swords says you don't really know. And I think that Jared has some secrets. I think Jared has some secrets that they're not quite sharing. The High Priestess is all about secrets. It's all about having some information that you don't and knowing some things that maybe you don't. The Eight of Pentacles says that it's not like a ton of secrets or a ton of baggage or a ton of bad things that have come about from the relationship. It just means that they are bringing about sort of an agenda or a sort of a fixed set of items that they need worked out or they need done as you sort of get into that. But the High Priestess says there are secrets involved, there are things involved, there are agendas involved with the true intentions. Now the Queen of Wands says that they are sort of coming in mild. They don't want to come in strong. I think this is on purpose. They're coming in mild. They don't want to just come in full steam 100% and be a little bit over the top and intimidating. The Queen of Wands is the CEO. They are the master of multitasking things, and they are the master of sort of getting what they want in a lot of regards with the CEO power, right? The Queen of Wands. But this particular person's coming in mild. It's like they don't have the capability to get what they want, so they're sort of going through this route to get it. Now, the Two of Swords says that I think that you know something's up. You sort of know what's going on. You know, something's a bit amiss. Things are up. And I think that you sort of sense that as we come into play for this. But the Two of Swords reverse says something's up and you feel it. And you feel it. You have that intuition. Things are sort of going in. We have the intuition with the High Priestess as well. So we have the double thing sort of coming in. The Eight of Pentacles says overall things will work out. So it's not like they're coming in with just these evil intentions, or, you know, it's not like Cruella de Vil in the movie. They're coming in with expectations and things that they want to get done. But the Eight of Pentacles says they're willing to work with you once you sort of figure it out, once they figure it out, once things sort of get moving and get on. So yeah, I mean, they are coming in with some stuff. So be prepared. Be prepared. They're not coming in with the old true intentions of love. I don't know. Anyway, but Jared has some stuff that they want. All right. Well, Bright Star, thank you again for your donation. I appreciate you. Thank all of you for watching. I appreciate all of you being here tonight. And again, we're here every night at the same time. So join us next time, and we will see you then.